Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Jacopo Cassandro, a PhD student from Politecnico di Milano. And today show you the research entitled Innovative Standardized Cost Data Structure Application on a Price List Document for Estimating Public Tendering. We know that a building process is a complex and time-consuming process that involves a lot of and several participants. And the cost estimation is one of the crucial tasks into the building process and involving a lot of information related to the geometry information, quantity information, time information, and also cost information. This research is focused on the cost information, cost data. In Italy, we have a price list that is a catalog of all the cost items necessary for the developing of a construction process and the cost estimation in public tendering. And this price list is based on a cost item in natural language. These items are not structured, and this is one of the main issues because these information are not machine readable, but only human readable. And there's no any possibility to relate this information to the structured data and validate this information at the end of the cost estimation process. The aims of the research is to standardize this cost data, developing a cost ontology based on several entities characterized by specific attributes, starting from an unstructured data and define a new structure cost data. This is an example of cost items into the price list of Lombardy region. And we can see that there's a lot of information that are not clear, that are not related to the same information, but there's a lot of scattered information into this description related to the work, to the main work, to the resource, to the nested work, to activity, and so on. The aims of the research is to structure this data and define a clear and transparent structure for the cost items to ensure also the machine readable information and ensure the information that can be readable by a machine. First of all, we define a new cost item architecture based on several entities. These are not simple text strings, but are characterized by several attributes. We divide the cost item into main groups, the construction works and the elementary resources. The elementary resources consist of labor resources, equipment resources, material resources, and the construction work consists of two abstract entities. The work entity, that is the physical entity of our construction work, such as the wall, the slab, and so on. And the activity is the action that must be performed to obtain the construction work. Each of these entities are characterized by several attributes in which we can store this information, and that these attributes were defined with the collaboration of several practitioners and industries in Lombardy region, and without several meetings, about 200 meetings in the first year of the project. This is an ongoing project that we are developing with Lombardy region. And the result of this project is a new structure that can be clear and transparent, and we can also obtain a new construction work, the new information of the construction work based on the logic of the price analysis and starting from the information of the elementary resources such as material, labor, and equipment. Each of these entities are characterized by a cost data sheet based on these attributes, and we start to break down the current information of the natural language description into these attributes, and we also continue with this process. And at the end of this process, we also enrich the cost data sheet with the information that are not present now in the currently description. We define this new cost datasheet, and from this new cost datasheet, we can create a new standardized description based on specific rules, and we can obtain a new structure description for the cost data. This description is divided into different levels: a general description for the cost data and a specific and detailed description. We can also obtain a new code from this data, and this is not a simplified identifying code, but also a sort of speaking code. This approach and this method was done for all the entities, and also for the abstract entities such as the work, and we can see also the cost datasheet for the work and the new description of the work, and also for the activity entity. In the same case, we can see that the cost datasheet and the new description. At the end, the sum of work and activity entity constitute a new construction work description that is based on the specific description of the work entity and the activity entity. We can see in the white part the general description of the construction work, and in the blue part the detailed description with the description of the work and the description of the activity. In conclusion, we can see that this method ensure a sort of new creation of a new structured data for the cost items. This method was validated using about 20,000 cost items, and these 20,000 cost items were structured using this new architecture. And also in the future, we can also obtain a real connection with other information such as the BIM model, but also with, I don't know, time schedule, with technical specification and so on, and also validate this information, because nowadays there's no possibility to read this information by a machine. But with this new method, we can also read the information, improve also the this information, because it is structured and we can read with a machine. In the end, the result is the possible creation of this new cost architecture and this new cost data structure. There were found some limitation, such as the use of not commonly terms during this process, but these terms are based on the rules, on the law, and on the standard, and also a sort of industry culture and resistance to change by the practitioner and by the final users. And the future works can help also the validation of the cost estimation against the other crucial project documents, such as the BIM model and, I don't know, time schedule, technical specification, and so on. Thank you for staying here until the final session.
Thank you.